Hi folks, it's Brad from We Be Fishing. Got some news for you. Can't say it's breaking news because it's been a while since this has been happening, and I'm just finding out about some of it and got to bring it to you. Welcome, thank you for joining us here at We Be Fishing, the viewable podcast version here on YouTube. We are a spinoff of the B&T Catfishing Adventures channel. Now, we talk about all kinds of fishing and different things on this show. Today is going to be a little different as well, but it's very, very important that I bring this to you. So thanks for joining us. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you would. We'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's get right into it. This is, very disturbing to me. And I was reading about this, and then I thought I needed to bring it to you. And then I thought, well, it doesn't really pertain that much to a lot of this stuff, but in a way it does. Now, recently I did a video episode on our lakes and rivers and things like that, getting to the point where they're overfished. And this has been going on for a while now. And of course, we all know during the COVID periods, fishing went up, which is great and improving the sport and more people. But that means more fish are being taken and fish are being, killed. Now, many times, a lot of our viewers, we do eat fish from time to time, yes. But we also know a lot of you guys are putting fish back. You're catch and release guys. And we appreciate that, being conservation minded. It's very important. And maybe more now than ever before. Again, with all of us out there fishing, every once in a while somebody gets a fish, gets gut hooked, even if we're wanting to release our fish. And sometimes these fish pass. But, I brought the episode the other day, like I said, of overfishing and so on and so forth. I mentioned in there as well about we have to take care of our lakes and our rivers, keeping them cleaner, because that is some of our food base on this entire planet. So we have to do a better job there. Now, we've been losing farmlands more and more. I spoke on this subject as well, to shopping complexes, apartments, subdivisions, so on and so forth. I mean, we have to house people and put people and have businesses and so on. All of it totally understandable. Now, with that being said, we need to maybe do a better job of being self-sustaining a little bit better, and maybe growing some more of, our own gardens and things like that. Me and Miss Tammy did that last year. We did a pretty big garden. We plan on a bigger garden this year. She did a lot of canning and stuff. I had some pickles. I got some tomatoes and vegetable soup, and tomato soup and all this different stuff. I mean, fantastic. But what's going on is, I found out in this article. Now, as I said, this article was not new to me, or it is new to me, but maybe not you, where Tyson Food has joined with this other company, Protex or something like that, possibly. Now, this was in October of 2023 when this story that I read came out. And they're helping the global food shortage, okay? What they're doing is they're investing in helping in figuring out ways to feed the planet, all right? What they're doing or adding to food and their foods are insect ingredients, is how it's put. Insect ingredients. Woo, that sounds delicious. That's right. They're feeding you bugs. Now, again, for some of you, it's not news at all. I have known years ago, and I've worked in the food industry myself, that the government allowed for so many parts per million, a bug wing or a bug leg. I mean, let's face it, bugs are going to get in our food from time to time, and a certain percentage of it, them creeping in, was legal. And I knew years ago that some lipsticks were made out of bug intestines and ingredients to get certain colors. I knew that. All right. Also finding out that it's in candies and candy bars and different types of food and breads and this and that are now allowed. Bugs are in your food, and our government is allowing it and approving this way to help feed the masses. I'm not perfectly okay with that, to be quite honest. I don't like that I'm eating bugs on a regular basis. I don't know about you. Are you maybe okay with that? Now, not to say that I haven't been on a boat or a motorcycle or in my Jeep driving down the road and had a bug go in my mouth or this and that. Granted, those things happen. Okay, sure, no problem. But to think we're going to sit down for a bowl or a plate of something like that, not really my thing, But this just makes me think back on what we've done. What we have done to our rivers, what are we doing to our farmland when we give up farming, when we, give up the backyard garden. When we stop doing these things, then other measures have to be taken. Now, some of you are already thinking about it. Soylent Green. Let's go ahead and put that out there. Now, some of you have never heard that phrase, that term, Soylent Green, before. It was a movie, all right? And basically the premise of the movie is when you hit a certain age, okay, you're old, and they do away with you. They dispatch you. They kill you, all right? And, okay, the overpopulation problem solved. Well, see, now they had a food problem issue as well because of the overpopulation, and they now have a food source, constant food source coming along the line there. And they made these little Soylent Green bars as what you would eat. That was to help sustain you. That was your food. And come to find out, it was made of people. That's right. The people that they were getting rid of, they were putting in these food bars, and that's what you were eating. Is it still science fiction? Is that where we're headed? We're now eating bugs. All right. We have rivers, we have lakes, we have oceans, we have ponds, we have all this stuff. We have farmland, we have hunting land, we have all this stuff, and we're eating bugs. That's right. We're farming less, or we're selling our farmlands to other countries, and that is being used in a way that's really not benefiting us as a country. Or we are destroying our rivers, our lakes, and our ponds. We're not taking care of them properly, and we're making these fish unhealthy to eat. Now, that's why, I told you a story the other day about the fish in our rivers, and some levels have PCBs and mercury and stuff, and how in my state, they say one meal a month for catfish for, an adult. A healthy person is fine. But is it really? I mean, is it to the point where they're saying, okay, we've got to allow you to eat bad stuff because we've got nothing else to give you? Is that where we're at? So that just screams to us even more. I never thought that, I'm doing a fishing show that I'm going to end up sitting here talking about farming and taking care of our rivers. I thought we were going to talk about how to fish, how to catch fish, kind of rods, reels, jug lines, limb lines, all these different types of things, how to fish. But this has led us down to, in some ways, a different path, a very important thing on what we're going to do. And as fishermen, this just screams even more that we as individuals need to take care of our lakes and rivers and streams even better. If you've got a little bit of property, maybe you need to dig a farm pond out there and stock up so you have some of your own fish that you can eat. And we're not taking out as much on public waters. So those could maybe still be out there to feed other families and this and that. You know, don't know all the solutions, obviously. And, you know, obviously Tyson Food and the lake, and apparently our government thinks the solution is right now feeding you bugs. I don't know. I'd rather fish with them. Or sometimes, even rather than eat, sometimes fish with the chicken. You guys know me. And I'm going to do that as well. But that's where we're at today, folks. That's where we're at. Thanks to Tyson Foods and the like, and our government serving us up bugs. It's in your food, folks. It's in your food. Check it out. And like I said, some of you may have already known this as well. May not be breaking news, but for the rest of you out there that do not wish to take in eating bugs on a daily basis, just a little insight, and maybe you can look up some things that are allowed to have or are made specifically with bug parts, like protein bars. A lot of those and things like that have bugs as an added ingredient. All right, bug ingredients. There you go. Folks, give us a thumbs up on this. Again, I know it's not the regular thing, but I think it's important to let you know. I mean, you can't make this crazy stuff up. I mean, they did for Soylent Green. And hopefully that's never going to happen. But are we headed that direction? Maybe. Folks, you take care. I hope it didn't run your dinner tonight. And be sure to subscribe to the channel of We Be Fishing here. And when you do so, you get the B&T Catfishing Adventures channel as well. We don't talk about all this stuff so much there. We talk about catfishing. Here, you don't know what you're going to get. It's, you know, could be whatever. Folks, you guys have a great evening. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.